I know it's very tempting to go outside. We'll get you outside soon, I promise. I do want to do the same class quiz with you guys today as well, because I want to get you guys some more points in the bank. So, anyway, the five-number summary that we looked at earlier in the TI, it is fantastic, except it's not. And here's why it's not by itself. When you look at the five-number summary, let's throw this thing back up here again. Okay, so your five-number summary, I'll just throw it in here. Your five-number summary is 5, 11, 15, 22, and 48. Those are the same numbers that these arrows are pointing to up here. 5, 11, 15, 22, and 48. Why does that one have a more of a wow factor than just simply having them listed on the TI screen right here? Because you can see the grouping a lot more. And the opposite of grouping over here, the variation. I love that. You can get an idea of the clumpiness of the data when you see it spread out across an extra dimension that you don't get here. There's no dimensions here. There's one dimension here, left to right. So that's why I like having at least a dot plot. But what is often used in statistics is called a box plot or a box and whisker plot. And here's how you draw it. And I'm going to show you how to do it in your TI here momentarily. Here's how you do it. You put a little tiny, what's called a whisker, above Q0. And you put the same little tiny whisker, I'll put it here, above Q4. Kind of put 48 right on the damn line there. You draw a box, which are like oversized things, around the quartiles, and you slap one more line in for the median. And then that's the box, and then you draw this, and those are called the whiskers. That is often what accompanies a dot plot like this. And as a matter of fact, sometimes you don't get the dot plot, all you get is the box plot. So check this out. This is 5, this is 11, this is 15, this is 22, and this is 48. So imagine this. Sometimes that's all you get, is that. So you don't see those little tiny spikes of the dot plot in the, along with it. I like it when they're both there, personally, but sometimes it's all you get. But can't you still tell something about the data from just that? Which quarter is the most spread out? Which quarter? Lower 25, lower middle, or upper 25? Most spread out. Upper 25. It's got the longest spread. Which one is the least spread out? This guy right here. The second 25 from the bottom, right? The second 25 from the... That's the least spread out. Yes. These guys, they're pretty close. That's 6 and this is 7. They're pretty close. But you see, you can still, even if you can't see this, you can still imply these clumpings based on the relative size of the boxes and the whiskers. So that guy up there is called either a box plot or a box and whisker diagram. I don't know which one is which, box plot or a box and whisker. I'm not sure which phrases they do in way to talk.
Medium box.
Medium box? Sure. I never heard it, but why not? Absolutely. Sometimes they throw an average on it too. Like, for example, sometimes they would put an extra symbol where the average would lie, which in our case would be right here, yeah? And that just gives you one more piece of information about there being outliers out to this side that are pulling the average to the right. Yeah, medium box, totally, sounds great. Sounds great, John. Yeah, there's all, I mean, I'd rather just have the image there, like that's the quartiles. And we can call it whatever you want to call it. But as long as you know what you're calling it, I know what you're calling it. Now, what's cool about this is, I like making these in the TI. I like having these on the TI with the histogram. So let's fire our TIs back up and let's figure out how to put these on the histogram we just made. Please, Cody.
I'm assuming it's the modal box plot?
Modal box plot?
Well, so it's an MOD and then box plot. So
modified. That's modified box plot. That, you can do that one too. What that'll do is it'll identify the outliers for you.
Okay,
We're getting in, that's the next part of the course, is identifying outliers. Good question. You're an 89, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, yes. Who's the 89? We got Inspire or 2. We got the 89. We got everybody else with the 83s. And we got Sharp Casio. We got a bunch of different models, and this is good. Please, sir.
When you're overlaying the box plot on top
Yes.
of the scatter point, you have to go back to using 1 as your count instead of 5.
No, you can at least in the TIs you don't have to. You can use that as the other 1.
It overlays, it doesn't line up.
That's okay, that's okay, we'll deal with that. I think if we deal with it here, you'll also see how to deal with it there. So I'm gonna turn this off, I'm gonna turn Excel off, and let's turn the TI back on. Come over here.
Is this mostly for skewed data?
It's for all data. You can box plot any data that you want. It's helpful with skewed data.